Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to say a few words in reflection on the day on 4th of July before I go out and teach a couple of yoga classes out in Caras Park, where there will be many people enjoying the farmers market and out and about, and conscious in mind or not conscious in mind. So I just want to bring some consciousness into the room and into the space and into our thought and practice today as white folks on the 4th of July. Recognizing that we are not free. Free from Britain, sure. Free from the influence of what was manifest destiny in terms of us declaring ourselves supreme and being able to come into America and to just settle here, and taking out populations of people and families and culture and ritual as we did that. And not saying this to make people feel guilty, right? Rather saying this to make people aware that there is a space that needs to be honored in terms of that conversation. And there are people that need to be honored in terms of the conversation. And the land and the trees and everything around us that essentially has held the folks that have come before us, the folks who are the true stewards of the land. Recognizing that freedom does not mean ownership. That for human beings in general to feel that we can own land and water and air is absurd, because we did not make any of the above. So it's our responsibility on these days to think cognitively and with our hearts in order for us to be innovative in how we come together and how we have conversations around reparations and how we have conversations around building and growth. And where it all starts is with us. To come into space in our own personal practice in terms of teaching, unlearning, and teaching ourselves the truths about the lands that we stand on and the lives that have been lost in that process. So I encourage everybody today to take some time to get down onto your hands and your knees on the earth that we stand on. Maybe drop your third eye down to the ground into the space, and to ask for forgiveness. Forgiveness of the acts that our ancestors done, the things that still live in our bodies, right? And ask for forgiveness of our lack of awareness and our lack of action in creating atonement and creating a peace within ourselves and within the communities that we live in. This is the least that we can do. This is the least that we can do. And then I would say, get up from your knees and give yourself a hug. And hug the people that are around you. And give thanks for the food that you're putting into your mouth, and the beverage and the water that you choose to drink. And understand that the sacredness of this space is due to the people who stewarded these lands far long before white Europeans arrived on them. Something to very much consider. on today, on the 4th of July. With that said, if folks want to go ahead and ground down in our seats, hands come to heart center. We'll do a collective Om together. It doesn't matter if you're doing it with me now or if you choose to do it later on, but I would say put that vibration back into the earth, into the sphere, and let it speak from your spirit and from our souls in order for us to collectively heal and start to create these mini waves and vibrations so that we might feel it and give and receive at any point of time throughout the day, and that we may create a little bit more peace within ourselves and within our relationships with each other. So hands come to heart center. We take a nice soft gaze down to our fingertips. Nice deep inhale. And on our exhale, we Om. The divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in each of you. Remembering that we're all from our mother's blood and our father's seed. Thank you all for taking the time today. I hope, however you choose to spend the day, is with love and admiration for the individuals and the families, the Black and the brown people that have come before us. Namaste.